Hey guys, I'm Rick, and that is One Big Pile of Bricks at BBX Expo. Let's hope I get that right for once with Damian and Andrew. Woo!
Thanks, guys.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Yeah, really good. Really excited to be here, actually.
The event is amazing. It's packed.
It's massive.
It's mental. I didn't expect, I went to before COVID when it was at Chandler. It was never like this. This is insane. There's so many people.
Yep.
Yeah. And the best part about it, it doesn't affect our sound. That's even better.
Yeah, that's really
I actually think this is probably the biggest Lego expo I've been to.
Yeah, it'd have to be.
This is massive. If you're at home, you should be here.
Yeah, you should be here at BBX.
You should be here.
You can line up in the massive line to meet Damian and Andrew and get a million photos with these guys.
Yeah. 1,000,001. If you come down, it'll be 1,000,001. Because we're all smiled at.
They're exhausted. I was like, I quickly pounced on you guys. I'm like, you want to do it now?
Yeah. Thanks
yes,
for
please.
this. Appreciate it.
Yes, I need it.
Yeah.
So how have you found your Lego Masters journey? That'd be a journey, right?
Oh, definitely a journey. It's been a real ride, hasn't it? And we've been lucky enough to be on not once but twice.
Because you're on season
2 was our first season, and then fortunate enough to go back to Grandmasters.
I've got to make sure I don't mix it up because COVID made those 2 and 3 those weird kind of mix-up seasons.
Yeah.
And I'm always scared I'm going to mix it up, so I'm glad I got it right.
You got it right, yeah.
2 and 5, folks.
Yeah, 2 and 5.
Yeah.
So with season 2, what was the process with you guys getting on?
So we
that
actually
you can talk about actually.
We actually auditioned for season 1.
Oh, cool! Yeah.
As a practical joke, because Damian actually called me and said, "Hey, do you want to go on? There's a thing called Lego Masters. Do you want to go on it?" And I said, "Yeah, sure," without thinking about it.
You're just like, "No, let's do it."
We went through the process, got in, and then I'm like, "Hold on, I haven't got any leave sorted." So I went, "No, I don't want to do it yet." So we kind of thought we'd wait until the second year and we prepared. But really glad we did. Incredible experience. It's like the climbing of Mount Everest for Lego. Really, really hard, really scary, very challenging, but
it's rewarding though.
Oh, well, 100%.
Our lives have changed as a result. We now have our own company,
Lego famous,
we get to do Lego
famous,
and
you don't have to show any inappropriate parts to get there, right?
No,
like the slot bricks or anything.
It's optional.
So we'd
oh my god, that didn't take long.
No, that's how we do. I'm just saying.
It didn't take long.
It's just like straight away. Like
I know. It's like,
this is edited, right?
That's it. So with the whole experience overhaul, did you have a negative experience or a positive experience on season 2?
Positive, very positive.
Oh, definitely positive. Yeah. Sure.
Because you guys, got to the finale.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got to build up to that point.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that was the time of no crowds. Is that correct?
No. We just got in before
because it was
COVID
season
hit.
3, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So very fortunate to have our filming and everything not disrupted by that.
Yeah.
We were unfortunate in the fact that when it was actually showing, that's when COVID hit.
You missed all the meet and greets, all that
we
sort
didn't get to meet any fans. We didn't get to meet people.
Yeah.
So we didn't have that experience, which was sad. But, we're making up for it now, which is nice.
Well, you guys seem to be flat out. I can't keep up with the amount of stuff you guys are doing. I thought I was busy, but you guys are killing it.
Yeah, we're pretty time poor.
We are. Sure. We look, and it was one of those things where we got to the end of season 2, lockdown happened. We thought we're going to do something.
Yeah.
And we had a couple of options with commission builds and some other things. So we milked it, turned it into a company, and then it just grew. People,
I know I said this
people
earlier.
want to have a Lego Masters experience.
When we were walking up here, and I said this earlier, you guys are probably the hardest working too, because you guys have kept the train going, right? Because it's really easy to have this freight train going and then run out of steam, right?
Yeah.
And you guys have kept it going. You guys are everywhere. You guys do a lot with Dreamworld, right?
Yeah.
You guys seem to be pretty close with the team there, which is awesome.
Yeah, we get a lot of support. Shout out to Dreamworld, Scott and the team. You guys are awesome.
Shout out to Dreamworld, because it's like Dreamworld and us, I think we are very isolated now. There's a lot of other stores.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of others now.
Yeah.
Without speaking poorly about anybody, but there's a lot of others.
Look, we've worked with the other Lego stores as well, which have been great, but we've got Dreamworld go above and beyond, definitely.
Yeah. It's a nice store. It's a beautiful store.
Yeah.
Look, for us, it's all about people.
Yeah.
We're all about connecting with the right people that are on the same trajectory as us.
Yeah.
Like you said before, we all want to kick a goal, and if we do it together, it's so much easier. And the market is massive. Everyone's building stuff with Lego. There's plenty of...
There's enough
for everybody.
Well, the thing is, you're never going to run out of you're never going to be hungry. You know what I mean? There's always food, right?
Yeah.
On the table.
Yeah.
It's like sellers in the building. There's always plenty. I've been doing it a long time. I know, Brad. It's like there's enough for everybody.
Correct.
Yeah, sure.
And there's no need to like hate on each other, if that makes sense.
No,
because it can get caught up in that sort of mentality, right? Like you're competing,
Definitely.
and it's like
Definitely.
it's like being on Lego Masters. I guess you can compete a little bit too much and get like a bit fractured.
Yeah, sure.
How was the feeling? So I know, and most people at home would know because I've spoken about it before.
Yeah.
How was the feeling thinking you won Lego Masters when they filmed? Because they filmed 2 endings, right?
Yeah.
So you feel like that you won.
Oh,
no, to be honest, when we were filming,
You won't get into trouble, I promise.
I don't want to say
I've spoken to newer
thing.
contestants and they haven't gotten into trouble.
Yeah, okay, all right. So, we did a take, and that seemed like the real. Let's just sort
The real one.
real version. That felt like the real version,
yeah.
and that wasn't when we were holding the trophy. So
Yeah.
they just had that vibe of this was the take.
It's like, because you guys saw me at the finale for the latest season because we were all in the same room together.
Yeah,
Same deal, right?
yeah,
The Brickman tears, completely different, right? You know, the
yes.
emotion.
yeah,
And I was like, these guys won it
Yeah.
straight away, you could tell.
yeah.
And look, we're
So-
okay with that. Like, we really, really are. Like, no, we went on the show. We wanted to have an experience, and we had that experience. And of course, winning is always great, but that was certainly not the reason for it. And you know, as I said, I'm really grateful. We've come out the other end, and we're doing more Lego Masters experiences than we could possibly imagine. And it's so
I
we're
think
happy.
it speaks volumes for the personality of you guys to be not bitter about it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because you can
No,
be
we're not
bitter. You know what I mean? You can be like,
You
I
can-
should have
look,
won.
We're going to, to be honest, you know, sometimes you do get disappointed when
Yeah.
you think about it, but then you would have to take that away from someone else. Like
Yeah.
Jackson and Alex also did an amazing build.
Awesome guys too.
They are really good. I'm going to actually fly to Perth.
Look, to be honest, in our
Yeah.
finale, we felt all three. Everyone could have
was
lifted that
amazing.
trophy,
Agreed.
and you could have walked away going, "Yeah, okay, fair enough."
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it was. This is how it was. But yes, of course, we're attached to our work, and we
Yeah.
think, yeah, well, maybe we probably thought we could have won, but you know, at the end of the day, it was pretty close.
Well, I think too, I didn't go to season 2 finale because it just didn't work out with our timings. I think at the end of the day, just to be in that room with those builds is an honor in itself, I think.
Yeah.
You know, because you're a part of the top
Yeah.
3.
Yeah,
And this is what I think's funny about AFOLs, right? Because AFOLs are very critical of everything. Oh, it's always negativity. There's never any positivity, right? It's always like,
Yeah.
oh, but they should have built this. They should have done that. But out of the thousands, 30, 40,000 people that applied on the show, you guys got on and you got to the finale. That's massive.
Yeah.
That speaks volumes of your building skill, because building on Lego Masters is completely different to building at home. You have 6 months to build a home.
It's not.
At Lego Masters, they're like,
Yeah.
you got to do this now. And you're like
Yes.
freaking out, right?
Yeah.
And you can freak out and have a breakdown on the show, right? But you guys did it massively well.
There's time enough to have multiple freakouts and breakdowns
Yeah.
in one session. It is very confronting. I actually remember having a moment that myself. It was episode 1. Yeah.
Well, so
first
straight out
season.
the gate.
Straight out
Yeah.
the gate.
Yeah.
I'm like, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
I don't belong here.
Did you have like you felt inferior to be there? Like you were like,
100%.
yeah.
I just felt like I couldn't do it. I wasn't up to it. Like I just had, it was just that panic
Yeah.
of you need to build fast and you need to build well. Otherwise you're going to be embarrassed.
And it's that panic mode, right? Because
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
funnily enough, I was approached to be on season 1. I said no because I've got a business. I'm not interested.
Yeah.
Then when I saw the show, I was like, come on, man. Like you missed that gravy
Yeah,
train. You're like,
yeah.
I went to go on season 2, nearly got on again. And then
Yeah.
afterwards I was like, I've applied enough.
Yeah.
And then the current season, when I heard I applied and I'm like gone through the process, but when I heard what they're doing with the newest season, having internationals come in,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, dude, nah, I don't want to be competing with some other international league.
That will be tough.
It's going to be hard, right? Because
That
they
will be
got,
very tough.
like, imagine you're going
awesome.
season 2 for you guys, no
I'd be in
experience.
on it.
Yeah.
Like, this is why I'm
Just so you
surprised.
know, I'm keen. You want to compete with Lego? I'm in.
Well, this is why I'm surprised they didn't
I don't mind.
get existing Lego Masters in Australia, but then it'll be like Grandmasters again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can
right? I feel like
understand
it'll
why
be
they
a
didn't go down
repeating.
that road. It's just weird when they say you're best in the world, but I think, look, I feel like the show's all about taking the mickey, right,
Yeah,
out of reality
It
shows.
really
and
is, right?
competitions.
Like,
Yeah.
So I think that
And
you
that's
can
fun.
bring in some unknown Australian builders and say they're going to be world champions.
It's funny.
It's like, come on,
well,
guys,
and also, too,
yeah,
it's putting a lot of pressure because some people don't understand, like I'm a little bit on the spectrum, of ADHD, so we're all a bit weird, right?
Yeah.
So, like, you're a bit weird. We're all a bit weird.
We're all a
really.
bit
I'm
weird
wearing,
in our
I'm
own
wearing
way.
a watermelon shirt. Of course I'm
The
weird.
question is it a shirt that tastes like watermelon? Then
No.
we're all in trouble.
Don't try and taste it, all right?
What was it?
Then it'll get then it'll get really
But we'll
weird.
do it at the end of the day,
Yeah.
then it really won't taste like watermelon.
It'll be tangy. It'll only be watermelon.
And,
The-
and
the
at Brisbane,
peak
you just see me
smell.
walking around going, getting off me, and there's all these people licking my shirt. That's what Lego Masters experience is like. Have your shirt licked. Okay. You want to go on the show? Be ready for anything.
They're just
So
derailing
you'll find this
fast.
on your adults only.
Yes, this is After Dark podcast, right? 10 o'clock p.m.
Oh, Jesus.
My God.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Now I'm laughing. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
off control. But you know what I mean? Like, you can have people that are not in the best mental health state
Yeah.
being like, you're going to be the best in the world. And if you fail on that show, what's the recovery process going to be? You know?
Oh, it's people go through stuff on the show all
Oh,
the time.
100%.
You don't even need to have mental health challenges to start with.
No.
But people have been on the show that have had that, and it's helped them. And
There's like a few, I think too, the pressure is hard, right? It's a pressure built environment.
Yeah.
It's
I think-
uncomfortable. They're breathing down your neck. You got to get stuff built.
I think the hard part about the show, if you say what is the most difficult challenge about Lego Masters, everyone's used to pressure for a
Yeah.
short period of time, but a sustained pressure over 10 hours really wears you down. And I don't do anything for 10 hours.
Yeah.
Right? So to do anything like that over a long period of time, there is a whole lot of walls that you hit that you don't
Yeah.
know about until you get there.
Mental block.
Like,
yeah,
I think
mental,
for us, one
creative.
of the things that kept us up, like that we're really nervous about, is that nobody has that many bricks, right? So you don't know how long
Yeah.
something's going to take. So we go, let's go build an up house. Woo! Right?
And you have got one here. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah, crazy. And then we start building it, but all the way to time going, are we going to finish this? Do we even know how long does this take? And of
Yeah,
course, and then
yeah.
Brickman comes over and he says, just so let you know, I can't do that. I've tried it and it doesn't work. See you, have good luck. Right. And you walk away going, oh, and he's serious. He's being genuine about
Yeah.
challenging you. So it's one of those things where you've got to have this confidence in yourself about something that you've never done.
That'd freak
And-
me out, man.
Yeah. And I say that to anyone who wants to go into Lego Masters, you got to be ready for that.
Yeah.
No matter how good or bad you are, you have to handle that pressure over a long period of time.
Yeah.
It must be
That's nuts.
like hard to deal with it, right? Because like
It's very hard.
And
Everyone
it's
has to do. You
it's
have to deal
adrenaline,
with it.
right? Like adrenaline is really hard to manage. Like, so you're pumping for 12 hours, you're going to crash at the end of the day.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then 12 hours when you wake up again, it's back on again. Like,
Correct.
I think that's the other thing. You got to face all those challenges. So you get through the 10 hours, you go through those mental and emotional barriers and everything. It's like, oh, and some challenges are harder than others. So, you're taxed at different levels. But the fact is you got to front up and face those fears time and time and time again.
Yeah.
So that's the real
I just looked because I thought a kid stacked. And I just heard like, I'm like, no kid fell, no, that's
He
okay.
did. That's gonna hurt.
He's okay. He's all right.
He's okay.
So what was the phone call like to get on season 5? Like, what was it like? Like, did they call you and spring it on you and be like, hey?
Well, they actually planted the seed in the
Ages ago.
post season 2 chat.
So they sort of knew, right? They're like, hey,
They
look-
had a plan. They had this rough idea of, we're going to do a series of 4, and then we're going to pick the best of those and then do a 5.
Yeah.
Like a best of series.
And they asked us a couple of times, "Are you guys up for that?" And we go,
So they check in with us.
Take it with the greatest soul because you never know with TV whether they
Yeah.
change their mind. And then when we actually got the call and said, "No, we're doing this and you're in," we're like, "All right." And then we then we got nervous.
But also, too, do you think you guys were better builders by the time season 5 got around? Because
Yes.
you've done a lot of these, like, what would you
Yeah.
call them? Live builds?
Well, we do
Exhibition
all-
builds?
Well, we
like-
do all sorts of
Yeah, yeah.
events.
Yeah.
Like we do probably the biggest thing at the moment are workshops,
Yeah,
but we
yeah.
also do commission builds as well.
Yep.
So it's it's all there on our website.
Are
Clickingbricks.com.
the prices there as well?
Oh no, just give us an email
Yeah, yeah,
for
cool.
the pricing. But because it's very bespoke, so it just depends on what you want
I
to
just
do.
feel like there's a meet and greet opportunity at our store in Melbourne that we should do. Because you
Oh,
guys
right.
haven't been flown down. I think I should fly you down.
We haven't been down. We haven't been down there.
I should fly you down.
Oh,
Yeah,
I've
mate.
seen your
that,
store.
yeah.
Everyone's
I've
seen
seen
what's
you. I've seen you everywhere.
Yeah,
You can't miss
yeah.
this potato,
You're the
mate.
guy, yeah.
This is like everywhere, mate. Like,
You're
how
everywhere.
is it? But I think this will go to air by then. I think we should organise something. Thinking of getting a
Yeah,
few
cool.
teams down that haven't been before.
Yeah, sure,
In a
that'd be
state,
great.
fly you down, get you
We could
accommodation.
hang out with
Yeah.
Brian.
You could.
We'll plan something.
Which Ryan? The Brickman or the which Ryan? Do you want to answer that question? Because I'm not answering that question.
Either one. When
First time we've seen him
whoever's
fight
available.
2 words, Peppa Pig. You don't know exactly what I'm talking about. I can't wait. I had so much fun with that.
This video needs a trigger warning.
Oh my
God.
God.
Nice one.
Yeah, trigger warning.
I'm actually getting him and Gabby on a podcast soon. I just got to find the time, right?
Yeah.
Because now we've got a studio at work that's built, right?
Nice.
Ready to go. But it's too hard to get you down because, you know, you guys are busy and it's money, right?
Yeah, of course.
If I bring you down, you're sacrificing, I don't know, thousands of dollars to come down.
Yeah.
But it's different if we sort out meet and greets and get it all sorted because people want to meet you guys. It'd be pretty amazing.
Yeah, we'd love to. Yeah.
So with season 5, did you like season 5? Being on that season 5?
Yes.
No.
Bum.
Yes, it was an honor to be part of the Grandmasters series for sure.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't have changed it. It was great.
Was the pressure different?
Yeah.
Completely.
I would
completely
like
different feel.
If I said this, imagine that you're a hiker, a really good one, and you decide to hike Mount Everest. And then someone says, "Was it fun?"
Yeah.
Wasn't fun. Did you want to do it? Yes. Were you impressed by the fact that you did it? Was it fun? No. It wasn't fun. It was a challenge, but I feel like a better person because of it.
Yeah.
That's what Grandmasters is like.
Yeah.
We've already got a skill. We've harnessed that skill. We've been working on the skill, and then we're thrown into this challenge, which is, with some of the most impossible builds.
Yeah.
And it was amazing.
I will say the fun part was meeting the other
Oh yeah.
contestants.
because some of them you've never met before, right?
Exactly. No, it was
Awesome
kind of like,
people.
we're all meeting each
Yeah,
other.
yeah.
Like you've seen each other's series, know each other's work. So that part was really great, getting to hang out with people you've been watching for a while. And
Yeah, and they're great people. I can't speak more highly of everybody who was on the show.
Yeah.
It's good to hear that you all got along, because sometimes
We
you hear
genuinely
whispers
did.
from seasons that
yeah.
No.
it's not nice, and it happens. The problem is, not the problem, the nice thing about human beings is everyone's different.
Yeah.
And some personalities is you just don't click, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, and that happens.
Oh,
Yeah.
and definitely. And look, there were subgroups within the cast
Yeah.
as well. I think everyone stuck to their seasons, or we were with the oldies,
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
So you're with Henry.
Yeah, we're hanging
Yeah.
Henry. Yeah. Henry's our guy. Shout
Henry
out to Henry.
says some...
legend.
Henry's a legend.
I don't know if we can
Um,
air half the things Henry says in personal comment.
Not if you don't. If you don't want to get cancelled, you won't.
Well, I'm going to film with him soon, and I'm like, how am I going to film this getting away with it on YouTube
Yep.
without us getting into trouble? Like, because even in some of the live, like...
One word, diversity. Henry, if you're watching this,
It's
mate,
so diversity. It's so funny because there's always a diversity counter. He said, we should create a diversity counter for every season of Lego Masters. Right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, you can do that, but if I do that, it's crossing some sort of weird barrier line, right?
Yeah.
So overall, you had a positive experience in season 5?
Yes.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Would you go back? Say season 10 rolls around and they're like, we're competing against Lego Masters around the world.
I'm
Hard question to
sure.
answer, right?
No,
It
well,
is really tough. Because...
my issues, I've got no leave left, so it would be. No, I don't. So
it's just purely logistical.
So it would literally be you'd have to pay me what I'm, because I got 5 kids. I can't do that. So
You have 5 kids.
I have 5 kids, so I couldn't
How do
do
you have
that
time to touch Lego when you're making that many
because
children?
they touch it with me.
Whoa.
Cut that out. I'm
I'm
going to rephrase that right now.
No, just leave it in perfect.
My kids play Lego. Stuff. Dug a hole. I'm in the hole. I'm going to get out of the hole.
You
I
dug a Lego pit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've dug a Lego pit. I can't get out of. No, yeah. So I would have to. They would have to remunerate me, or else I wouldn't even consider it.
And plus, I never talk about people's wages or figures on businesses because it's really rude.
Yeah.
But they would have to pay you for your time you're taking away from your business as well, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
And I would say it'd be successful now, I'd assume.
Yeah.
You don't tell me numbers. It's
yeah.
No,
I got a spreadsheet right here.
Oh, cool. So that's how much money.
Wow.
Wow.
Just doing a tax return.
You made more than Jackson and Alex. No, it's fine. It's the
No, not yet. I don't.
no.
But no, seriously, no. Yeah, business is good.
Yeah.
Because we still have our day jobs.
Yep.
And we still have family
Yep.
commitments. So any time left from those two
It's
things,
Lego.
we then try and cram as much.
You guys
Fucking bricks
experiencing
time as
burnout
we
yet?
can.
Like, are you burnt? You're like trying to like.
Well, no, because you got to manage your time well.
we love
you
it.
can't. You got to watch you don't take on too much because then
Yeah.
it doesn't become fun. And we want it to keep being fun. We're having a great time doing it,
Yeah.
and we'll continue to do so long as it's fun.
Have you found that the love of Lego's gotten stronger, or you just feel like it's a job now?
No, it's stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I
Yeah,
love the fact that I'm learning so much more. I mean, leaving Lego Masters the first time, I went away, not wow, oh, wow, I learned so much. It's like how much I still don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm glad you asked that though, because one of the concerns we both had, and our friends as well said, hey, if you go on that show, you might end up hating Lego.
Yeah.
And we were genuinely worried about that.
yeah.
Lego burnout, man.
Yeah.
Mm.
Now, fortunately, I say fortunately, it was the opposite for us.
Yeah.
But I can imagine that there'd be some that have gone on the show and gone, you know what, I'm done. I don't want to touch this stuff again.
yeah.
So I haven't talked to a lot of people. You probably know better than I do. But yeah, that's a real danger.
I had like I'm not old, I'm young, I'm like 38. I had like a mini midlife crisis this year where I felt like, you know, we do a lot of Lego stuff. We sell in the store 7 days a week.
Yeah.
Lego content, it's Lego. And since Lego Masters, it's like,
Yeah.
by about January, I felt burned out. You know, it's just like, wow, there's a lot. And, you know, like Lego are
that's
pumping
fair
out
enough.
products, right? Like, that's what happens. I love the
Yeah.
brand. Brand's amazing. But
Yeah.
I experienced burnout. But once I took a 2-month break, I went away. 2 months away, I felt like, wow, I really love the brand.
And
Went to
you're
head
okay
office,
with
you
it.
know. Because I think it reaches a point too when it's really dangerous when you're in our space because you're a part of this space now. You're also technically a retailer because you're doing it as a job. And when it crosses from being an AFL to a job,
Yeah.
it's a very dangerous line people don't
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
Because
It is actually. That's a really good
are
point.
you only a unique number of perspective that people that like us can understand it. When you cross
Yeah.
that barrier,
Yeah.
you see things about the brand that you may not like.
Yeah.
And you see more things about the brand you may love.
Yeah.
And it makes that line really blurry. And that's what happened with me. I was like, do I like this anymore?
Yeah.
Because you have this sort of identity thing because all you know is for Lego.
And you have to be honest with yourself about
Yeah.
that. I mean, my job is music, and I went from that being a hobby
Yeah.
to being full time. And fortunately, for me, I love it more than I have.
Yeah.
But there are aspects of it that I don't like. That's now my job. But then there's also the goal. There's also the other bit.
Yeah.
Like I think for us, there'll probably come a time there'll be certain parts of what we do that we don't like as much as other parts.
Yeah.
Because we still, like I saw the Concorde.
Yeah.
Holy cow, I want that set. Like it's really cool. I'm still in love with Lego sets. Don't know if I've got time to put it anywhere. But
That's my problem.
Yeah.
Where do you put it?
Yeah.
we need it.
I've got a warehouse. The top floor is full. Like, I'm like,
Don't tell me that because that's where we're heading.
Yeah, we need a warehouse.
Yeah. I don't know.
and you just got to be careful with a warehouse that you don't fill it. You know what I mean? Like, that's
Yeah.
what was my biggest thing. Because before we moved to our existing warehouse, I had that much Lego. I had a warehouse for myself.
Right.
Because, like, when you're a retailer, I had this thing where I'll collect one of everything. Duplo.
Oh my gosh,
Fred-
you would have had so much stuff.
Dude, I had a lot. And then I got really sick with the autoimmune. And thankfully, I sold off most of the stuff I didn't want and paid for all the medical stuff.
Yeah.
But I reached the point where I was like, this is getting out of control, man. What are you doing to yourself?
Yeah.
So upstairs, you'll like when you guys visit, we've got so many builds by Brickman because I buy them, right, to put in the store,
Yeah, cool.
Christmas trees and stuff and rotate and all that sort of stuff. But it's sort of like it's consumed me, which I like. I love it and that's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm grateful I had a break.
Yeah.
And you guys need to, like, when you're ready,
Right.
admit to yourself, hey, maybe we need a month off
Yeah.
so that you don't start disliking what you're doing.
Well,
Yeah.
one of the things we don't know, because there's not many people doing what we're doing, we don't know what the calendar looks like. So if you said, what's your busy time? What's your downtime?
You don't know yet.
I have no
Yeah,
idea.
We're
I
still
mean,
quite new at it, so
this holiday, most of the holidays, school holidays, we're
Yeah.
really busy.
Packed out, right?
Yeah. But we don't, I couldn't tell you if that's just this year or if it's consistent with the
Yeah.
show or we don't know.
That's really hard too with, I think you'll notice similar to us, Lego Masters comes on, especially you guys, 2 seasons, well done.
Yeah.
Right? And then it'll
Right.
sort of stabilize. But you're going to have what we experienced in business. The first 3 years is flawed data. Because you're going to have a really busy year, quiet year, and then you'll be like,
Right.
by the end of the third, it starts to, you go, oh, that's the medium. Then you
Yeah.
can gauge maybe your full-time job, you take 1 day less there
yeah.
and sort of manage your time. Because, like,
Yeah.
I got burnt out, man, and that's why I had to go away. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
You know, like one stage I was filming podcasts every day.
Well, you can have
like,
too much of a good thing, right? So even if it's the best, if you
also
do
too,
it 24/7.
you're trying to keep the gravy train running. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
And you get it now because you've switched from being an AFOL to a business.
Yeah.
That line, once you jump that line, you're like trying to jump on it and keep that. Like you're striking while it's hot. Because you guys right now are like the hottest thing, right? Like I see the line here.
Yeah.
Everyone like I was like, as soon as I saw a break and I saw you were behind that barrier, I swooped. I was like, I need to grab him now. Because I wanted to get you in the morning, not the afternoon. Because by the afternoon, you guys are happy guys, but you're not as feeling it.
Yeah,
It's been all day.
Energy.
You're chatting all day, you know, like, and you started eating a few donuts. You're feeling a bit.
I'm going to start wearing a hoodie and just dark sunnies.
And you just start like, you're just like,
out of here.
it's just like, oh, and then you're like running out. Like strange man running with a hood.
Yeah.
But like, do you think you guys are happy you've made the plunge in having a Lego-based business?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
I love it.
What do you think is going to be your best aspect of the business? Meeting people, building things, workshops?
I think for me, it's the workshops. I love getting kids involved building Lego.
Yeah.
I'm really concerned about being in the digital age, kids with devices and TV and all the rest of it.
That's what worries me with Lego right now because they're forcing you to use tablets for a lot of stuff and you're like, guys, what do you do?
I'm actually really against it. Lego Group, if you're watching, stay away from the digital stuff.
Yeah.
Be different. Just stick
especially
to what
with the
works for you.
instructions next year. A few sets going to be instructions on iPads.
Yeah.
No,
Get into the free building.
I like the Braille bricks. I brought a set of those. They're awesome.
And we just did a thing at Dreamworld for the new Dreams.
Yeah, Dreams.
Series,
Cool.
which is all
The
about
parts, like
all about free building.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you know, get into that.
Well, that Dreams is great for that because all these weird parts and good part usage and just, you know, it's good for the imagination. Yeah.
I think to answer your question about what do we love, we've created the whole clicking bricks idea, the term.
Smart business name.
But we did it because for us, we clicked together through Lego. And then once we started doing these workshops, we found that there's a whole lot of people out there that also connects. Like the amount of things that we've done with dads and sons.
Yeah.
Where they're building together and they come up to you afterwards and go, that was fantastic. I got to do something really cool with my son, or they do it as a family.
Yeah.
That is what keeps us going. We love connecting with people. We also love doing like commission build.
Yeah.
Because we want to challenge ourselves, and we've got a few of them at the moment. And then what we do is we build it, then we present that build, then we do a live build when we present that build. That's our package.
And they put it in the cabinet or whatever and display, right?
They keep it. So every time they go back and see that build, they go, "Hey, do you remember we did that?"
Yeah.
Love that stuff.
That's awesome.
That's what we want.
Before we wrap it up, I'm going to ask you some spicy questions.
Yeah,
okay. Cool.
So
Spicy.
First one, I want to ask you a favorite build of your season that you were on that wasn't yours.
That wasn't ours.
It wasn't ours.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I know. No,
Yeah.
I've got one.
Season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go.
Season 2.
Got to go back in
No,
time.
I was going to go Grandmasters.
Let's do Grandmasters.
Grandmasters was the train station.
Yeah.
That Scotty and I made.
Yeah.
I honestly thought it was the best thing they'd ever built. And I told them that, I said, guys, this is outstanding.
Yeah.
The finale build. Holy.
Yeah.
The finale build.
shit.
No, the finale build was insane. They are insane builders. Yeah. Yes.
The weight.
Yeah, just nuts.
Yeah, structurally.
But as far as keeping my interest, that train in the heist build was my favorite.
Yeah.
And so next question, favorite people on the latest season that you'll live?
Oh,
Favorite people.
Yeah.
man.
Oh,
Can't say everybody. Got to choose. No, it's fine. You can say everybody if it makes it easier.
They're all pretty awesome. I
think you and Henry get pretty close, right?
We were pretty tight with Henry by the end of it.
Josh and Henry, awesome people. Scotty and Owen.
Yeah, look, I don't like singling people out because then you're leaving out someone who you had. I know it sounds like a cop out.
Yeah.
But it's like we had a genuine connection with everyone on there. So,
Yeah.
Awesome.
yeah.
I love trains. Like Ryan and I talk for hours about trains.
He can
Seriously.
talk about trains.
I love, but I love that having someone who understood trains.
I love trains too. I've got a G-scale train installed that runs around during the day.
Right.
Awesome.
Oh.
I love it.
I'm going to run mine shortly. I'm going to test it out and lay out. I've got to find someone who wants to let me have it.
Well, Damian and Andrew, we appreciate you taking the time out of your massive
Our pleasure.
busy schedule, I should say. Jeez, I'm just like, all words today. But I appreciate it. I'm glad we finally got to pin you down. I really appreciate it.
thank
We'll
you.
put links to your store, and when it all goes live, we'll share everything.
Awesome.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
I truly believe you guys are going to be a massive success.
Oh, thank you, Rick.
I never wish anybody good luck because I think it's poor form.
Yeah,
I think if you work hard enough, like you guys are, you create your own luck.
absolutely.
You guys have got
Great.
this. I think you're going to be amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks,
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you.